Welcome to the Out There channel. Did we get that? Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 111. I notice sometimes it glitches on the start and chops out some words. So hopefully it got that okay. I'll do the usual checks and make sure the music's playing. Yes, we don't know if the settings are right for the mixer. And we got John and Cody Silver joining us. So, yep, so we've just kicked this off here. Music, hopefully. Looks like the LEDs are lighting up. I wonder if Jamel will join us. So, hello. Good to be back. Wonder if that still plays. That sounds really trippy and double echoes there. So you probably wouldn't hear that, but I hear that. So let's flip to the desktop. Have I paused that? I think I have. Boom, boom, and we can unmute the guys on Discord. You there, guys? Still with us? John's there. Cody's watching something else.
Still here.
Okay, cool bananas. Looks like it's working. And we got 2 likes and 1 watching, so that hasn't updated yet, has it? So we need to type a welcome message down the side, I guess. Hey, we got Jamel with us. Miracle, JATV. How's it going? Welcome to the Sunday live stream. How long are you with us? All night or to midnight, I should say? We will not last that long, though. I think John's almost had it already. So
Get the coffee. Yeah.
We got plenty of coffee, yeah.
Yep, give it a chance.
Kick in. Does make a difference. 100, 111. You're good. That's good. That's 3 likes. Yes, it's popped up there. Two watching. So no, it says 3 over there. So it hasn't caught up there yet. So yeah, a lot of stuff happening in the UFO world recently, especially on our Discord chat server. That's getting more people joining it there. Starting to make a community. Hopefully, we can make a difference. Actually working through what is truth and what is BS. So there's a lot of debunkers out there that sort of claim that Secureteam has changed his ways and to lay off him, and I'm not one of them that's going to lay off him. and not until he makes a public video saying that he faked stuff and he admits to it all, and he's going to change his ways, and then all his 2 million subs can hear about it. Then I will lay off him. But I can't see that ever happening. What do you think, guys? Do you think he would ever come clean?
I don't think he'll ever lay off, even if he does.
Well, I still have.
It'd be great if he actually admitted to it.
Yeah,
Rather than delete or half his content.
I'd probably lay off him if he changed his ways. Now, if he put up UFO videos and actually did some proper analysis on it and showed people that this is actually a balloon and birds, and not to say everything's a UFO, which he basically does, doesn't he? He sort of takes bits of news and adds his own stuff to it. He repeats some of the fake stuff, like the space shuttle tile in space being a TR3B, and turns it into a conspiracy. So if he admitted to all his stuff and really did change his ways, then sure enough, we would leave him alone. And also he'd have to put a disclaimer on his videos saying this is actually entertainment and actually not meant to be taken seriously, because anyone that watches his channel does take it seriously. You just have to read the comments on his videos each time to see how many people believe what he's saying, which is kind of sad. So yeah, we got UFO Proof saying that that I'm trying to copy him. Was it today? That I'm ripping off his content, which is far from the truth. He's just put out a rubbish video here, UFO Proof. Can we even search him? I don't know. Is it a space between his name there? That's why you should never. UFO Proof. Guess it's that one now, is it? And he reckons third phase on the moon have changed their ways, and they haven't done any fakes for 2 years, at least 2 years, and yet, as you know, they did that live hoax event, and he defended them, saying they didn't hoax it, and yet they deleted the videos, making some excuse that the guy house that they filmed it from didn't want his face or place on the YouTube. So here we got on here Joshua Branson.
Yep.
Joshua, I don't think we've heard of you before. Faked being a strong Ken. No, he faked a lot of stuff. If you watch my channel, he fakes lots of stuff. Go and watch my live that I did where he owes me $1 million. I sum it up pretty well in that, and I give you links to the other videos I made where you can actually download the stuff and reverse engineer it yourself and see it's his voice. He's done 4 videos that we can actually confirm that he was behind it. 3 of them are voice ones, and one's actually a troll account that he made to troll himself, to say he was being attacked by the CIA and whatnot, Russians. But as you can see here, this hacked
funny
guy,
stuff, dude. Like, can't do my characters or anything.
He's claiming that they've changed their ways and everybody should lay off him. Now, we all know from other videos of his that he's received $800 from Secureteam. And I posted a comment down here. Because I won't tell you everything I know about this guy. But I'll talk about UFO side of things. So yeah, I said, you're a fraud supporter, Proof. Secureteam puts up shit weekly and third face faker UFO on live. How much money are they paying you? And he's saying that's the stupidest comment he's ever heard. All of you people should know what constitutes a hoax. And if you honestly believe either of them have created a hoax UFO video in the past couple of years, please show me, and if not, let their channel be, because this shit is so old and played out. So apparently, if you're a hoaxer, you can redeem yourself in his eyes. Do you let a serial killer off? Do you give a serial killer a second chance? I don't think so. I don't think anyone's ever given a serial killer a second chance. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I don't know any scammers that have changed their ways. I don't know if you have. There's been dating scammers that I've heard about that still keep on doing it. So until they get caught by the police, they'll never stop. Not bashing channels who've actually made it a point to change for the better. So has Secureteam changed for the better recently, guys?
I don't know. I don't watch them anymore.
Well, you've seen clips that I put up and try and debunk it properly, but let's see. Giant motherships in the sky. How about that one? If he's not making the hoaxes, I didn't see any sources to the first photograph that we looked at with the reflection in the window. Did he create that himself? Where did you get it from? Because he didn't publish any sources on it. Also, that he's using other people's stuff to make. He doesn't have to make hoaxes. He can just team up with other hoaxes and just use their content. So he hasn't changed his ways because he's still promoting BS in the UFO field. You just have to read the comments that some of the people are posting, and if they stay there long enough, because he deletes them. He deleted one that had 200 replies on it, where they were trashing him for the reflection video, saying, come on, you're meant to be a 7-year UFO researcher and you can't debunk a simple reflection. So, yeah. So this guy's trying to have a go at me, but he doesn't realize how much I know about him. So you better watch out. So he did the Ukraine one as well, remember? And they were shooting down the targeting flares to calibrate their guns on the ground, and he was saying a UFO was dropping orbs. So yeah, he's had the cheek to say that I'm ripping his content off, and it's not the case at all. If stuff that he puts up, it's only because I need to show you the actual truth. And I'm not too sure who this ghost hacker 666 is, but he reckons he's Tyler's friend. Tyler is a really good friend, so I said, so you scam people too, part of his inner circle? And he says, what the hell are you talking about? And I said, Tyler fakes videos of leakers using his own voice to make money. Scam UFO folks. And he says, no, he doesn't. So that's another person that has no clue. This is why people like me have to get the message out there for the old stuff he used to do. Even if it's old, people aren't aware of it. So they should be told about it. So he's got to come clean. Now, he hasn't come clean because he was on a radio show with Coast to Coast, and he admitted that he'd never made any fakes, and occasionally CGIs do slip through, and he'll pay $1 million to anyone that can spot a CGI fake. Well, we all saw the CGI fake. It's called Photoshop, computer generated image on that giant machines in the sky. So yeah, he's let that slip through, hasn't he? So, and the same for third phase, should we let them off the hook for all the CGI rubbish they put up?
Those poor fools.
So, Genzo Crash, you're there, mate. No, Tyler actually has been caught super red-handed faking things, intentionally playing dumb and banning people until he couldn't contain the truth. Yeah, it all comes crashing down in the end, doesn't it? But they might make $1 million before they get caught. So, yeah. But he's feeling a bit of a pinch at the moment, because if you're looking at his stats, his sort of stats are dropping right off. He's below 1,000 subs a day, where he used to get that plus some. He used to get up to almost 4,000 subs a day. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. So yeah, if you want to go and listen to this guy, I don't think I really want to put him up on the screen, but yeah. So what was he saying here? This guy's got a really foul mouth on him. Most of his sentences have got the F word in it, as you can see. Not a good character for the UFO field whatsoever. And yeah, what's his motive? Obviously money. Now, people don't know that UFO Proof stole money from Make-A-Wish Foundation. He was meant to have a stage 4 tumor in his brain, which kills people within like 4 months or 8 months. And he was meant to be dead before 2012. So you can actually search all this online. So what's his name? Carl? Aloha? That's how you spell it. No. Nathan is his middle name. And he's also wanted for arrest here, arrest warrant. We can find him on that probably. Benefit planned. Oh no, we've got the Make-A-Wish one coming up, and it's got those keywords, arrest warrant. So I don't know if they put an arrest warrant on it. Benefit for Make-A-Wish Foundation. You remember Lions Ground brought this up a year or so ago, and it says here, he was an active member of Northwest Indian arts community, just turned 30. 6 weeks ago, he was diagnosed with a stage 4 glioblastoma. How'd you say that one? How'd you say that word?
The glioblastoma.
Let's have a look.
Glioblastoma.
Glioblastoma. An active, aggressive, and inoperable brain cancer. Carl has been given approximately 8 months to live. Of course, when was this? November 2011. Posted by Times staff member. So it's actually made their newspaper, local newspaper. So yeah, you can have a read of that, guys. Has he paid back all his money that he owes them? He made $2,000 apparently, and then said he was using it to go to a different state. So there you go. And what was the other ones in the search list? So yeah, you can find anything. You can find history of people online, just simply using the right keywords. And we've got Nathan is his middle name. Hang. So what can you find here? Oh look, Lions Ground's still up there. Lions Ground, he's talking about the same thing I said. What's us to log in? Which is kind of stupid. How do we skip that? Probably have to get another page. But you can get it. He's got another link here somewhere about it. About what we just posted there anyway. He phoned up the person to verify what was happened. How to check arrest warrants, so you can do background check on people. Whereabouts was his one though? Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it don't. You know what Google's like with the searches. I did post it on Discord, didn't I? So is the link there already? So we can just jump straight to it. Have a look. I think maybe Rest maybe. All right, we've got Cancer Hoaxer, first one coming up. Yep, there's another link. Lions Ground. He's got a few links on him. Another one on Pin Terrorist. Inmate. Here we go. Inmate, Columbia Jail near Dayton. So let's have a look. Of course, we can't access the actual one where you search. So this is public information, as you can see. It's all there for anyone to look up. 6 foot. Let's see, bond number 2018, 13th of the 3rd. So it's pretty blank there. Columbia County Sheriff's Department. Rapsheets.org website does not solicitate or set a fee. So I wonder where they scrape that information from. So yeah. So if you do the search yourself, you can maybe find some other stuff. But yeah, I'm not going over that part. I'm going over the UFO stuff myself. But that's why he wants to give other scammers a chance, because he was given a chance. I don't know if the search will actually fit. Always goes over, you see. They put so much rubbish in the search, don't they? What can we cut off the end? What's all this other rubbish? What's that rubbish there for? The session number, is it? So they can track you, so you see what searches you've done on people, probably. Does that work? Oh well, we can try it out. But that's how you research things. You do research on background. If you do one on Tyler Clockner, you'll find some interesting stuff as well. It's amazing how much information is public online about people. Should never miss for a Kiwi. Yeah. He did put up some rubbish about me in his comments there. You probably read them.
You dirty American.
Yeah. So you can see he's trying to defend him. Didn't even understand. Secureteam. Secureteam rushes videos out lately. That's what someone said. Well, we'll just play it anyway. We'll just mute. We'll have a wee bit of what he's playing there. What's happened to our fonts? Why is that scrolled down there? How do you move that up? Something going crazy here. What's happened? Why is the subs not coming up now? Like, people are ganging up on the poor Tyler. Oh, the poor guy. Third phase. Who would defend third phase in the right mind, eh? He's not posting hoaxes. He's all good in my book. Problem with Tyler, as you know, post a hoax video. I give a if if in this beep 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 beep. You know beep 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 beep. Yeah, I just can't stand looking at this guy. Oh, what did someone say about his hat? Is he like a 12-year-old or something? Where is it? Down the bottom here. Now, he does put out some good debunks, and he used to debunk Secureteam quite a bit as well as third phase. It's amazing what money can do to change people's personalities. And truth is lost. Where was it now? He's probably cleaned up the messages, has he? Backward hat. Someone's saying here, third phase is okay. Secureteam is sketchy. How can third phase be okay? Where's that message about the hat? Why am I not seeing it anymore? Oh, here you go. Is this guy like 13 with his hat like that? Actually, I'm 12. And I said, is his age or IQ or rap sheet for crime? So much you don't know about this guy. Okay. Maybe it's the number of how many times you have tried to rip off my channel. So how many times have I ripped off his channel, guys? 0. You delusional fraud if you think anything like your channel and ripping anyone off. So I'm just for the truth, guys. That's it. And this guy is for the money because if you go to his lives, you see him getting lots of super chat donations, and he's saying thank you for $2 here and there. So yeah, and then you got Alien Addict. He's also put out something similar, saying that we should leave Secureteam alone and that he really likes them. So yeah, to me that's all double standards and frauds, and yeah, it just makes me sick actually. So enough on those guys. But that's all the crap I'm putting up with at the moment. I wish people would come clean and tell the truth. Yep. I'm the only one that hasn't been made any money. So that's still the case. I might get something this month on Patreon due to John's assistance here to try and get me a new piece of equipment. So he's been the most generous, and Robert has been donating stuff, although he hasn't been on lately. He got a bit upset with some of my debunks. But I said to him, if you're not happy, he can come on and debate stuff with me and we'll go over it. Like I always do, you know, and see if he can convince me otherwise. That's what people should be doing. They should say, did you hear about this? And then I could say, nope, I didn't. And that does sort of change it a bit. But at this stage, I'm still sticking with my conclusion on Socorro, because even the information I've looked up recently still tries matches the dimensions of the surveyor pads with the diagram of measurements. The landing pads that spread out when it puts the weight down is at 10 feet, and the diagram had 9.7 inches, 9 feet 7 inches, and also 11 inches and 14 inches. And as you know, if a helicopter is lowering down the surveyor onto the ground, it's going to skid along a wee bit before it actually finally rests down on the other feet. And plus the weight of it, of course, as well, is going to stretch the legs out a wee bit. So it's going to create some piles up on the corners. But yeah, I'll leave it over to Robert if he wants to come and debate that on next Friday when he's generally going to be up, and we'll go from there and see if he can convince me otherwise. But Yeah, and who's the other donator? Someone I have never ever heard of. It's called Eric. So they haven't bothered coming onto the lives to say, "Here I am. I'm the donating." It could be a sock puppet account of one of the fraud channels out there that subscribing to keep an eye on what I'm posting. Maybe because Patreon, as you know, you can hide stuff which is not public there. So I think for a small channel, I'm certainly making these big channels a bit scared of what I'm showing you that you can find publicly about these people. You just have to use Google. Google indexes a lot of stuff, and you can then access commercial programs too if you want to pay, do background checks on people in America. Which they do if you're going to rent a property to, say, someone like Carl. So I suppose we'll move on topics. Do you guys want to add anything I've missed, or your own opinions about what's been going on? Because you've been seeing what's all the rubbish that's been happening on Twitter and stuff. No? Anyway, I haven't seen anything that's not verifiable or available in searches, so as far as I know. So we got Scott Brown here too, and he's got his own UFO channel, but he hasn't added anything to it from a while. And this particular video talks about object shoots by visible and infrared only. Shoots by. I think that's going to be two sentences. Object shoots by, but visible and infrared only. I think he means to say there. But I'll just play it, and you can have a look and see what you think. Now the object appears up here, and the editing's not that good, so you're not sure what you're going to see. But I'll just play it, and then I'll show you a frame I pulled from it. And it is interesting, I guess. Let's kick it off. And I did post in my screen grab of it and my opinion on it. So it's up the top here. And I'm not sure if you're going to see it or not. It does move quite quick. So he zoomed in here. And this is on thermal camera. Here it comes. Can you see that come across? It's really whispery looking. Kind of looked like it was. What I would want to do is I want to rip all the frames and then create an animated gift. Is that static, or does it actually look like it's flapping its wings there?
Like a bug.
That's what I said. That's what I said, first of all. So this is his still frames, right? But they're not as good as mine, because I'm going to show you mine. So what I said to him down here was, and it's got 3 replies, and I even gave him a link to the actual JPEG I worked on. So I said, small bug close to lens, right? He says, not close to the camera, not a bug. I shift through hours of footage to get a capture. The camera does not pick up insects while filming this way, or there would be hundreds of them. And that's it. So you said it looked like a bug. See, to me, I would probably want to do that a better analysis. Draw around it and zoom in. What like I normally do is see if it's changing shape, which kind of suggests it might be a bird or something, or a bug. But let's see. I have got and update. Hello, Renee. How's it going? I thought you might be hanging around with UFO Proof. I thought he was your man. So this is the frame I took from it and enhanced it as best I could. Now, does that look like it could be bird wings there? It's got the triangle shape going around here. And it looks like a towel. Or could it be maybe a stealth plane that's got some active cloaking? And that's a black and white version of it. So as you can see, it's very illuminated, but you can see it seems to have darker bits. But there's not really much we can do with that image. So I'd probably want to rip every frame and draw around it like I've done here, and then animate it and see how it's changing. Animate it really slowly. But really, I want to get access to the original source. So I don't think he actually lists it. But yeah, it's interesting. It could be a bird. It could be a stealth plane. As you know, there's stealth tanks that I've covered in the previous live when I did searching for, I think it's Israeli tech cloaking tank.
Something like that. Yeah, it's an interesting video.
Cloaking tank, and there's also one with a person as well running, isn't it? Cloaking tank.
Right. Yeah, there's two of them.
Or
right.
soldier. I'm not sure if I spelt that right, have I? I don't. Cloak of invisibility. That was rubbish. That was that Japanese guy that was sort of like doing. I think it might even been faked. He was doing like green screen with a similar color sheet, and he was hiding behind it. That was just rubbish. Terminated tanks with invisibility cloaking will fight future wars. So
I'd look up the AD system.
I think it's Israel tanks. I think that's Israel, isn't it? So if they got it for tanks, I'm pretty sure they'll be using similar. What's it going on here? Loading ads or something? Trying to play a video, is it? Yeah, here we go. Trying to slip a Fox News video onto us, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. It's very slow too. I think there's other videos that play better. Yeah, I don't think that's the better option. Fox News is not really the best source. So let's see if we can find a better video. I did have it on my live, so I know it's up there still. Probably live 40 or something like that. Is that the one? Here we go. I think it might be this one. Army optical camouflage. It sort of hides them from infrared, what makes it really washed out. There's a guy here that you don't see. It runs across to the tank.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's like the Predator movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
there he goes. Look, running across. You don't see him. It's completely cool. I wonder if they. And I'll zoom in. Yeah, they did. See that? You can't see the guy. It blends in. Almost. It's almost. It's not perfect, but. Is it going to play again? Here it comes. Look, you can't see him in the grass at least. Only when he gets onto the tank. Maybe because the tank's a wee bit hotter. So that kind of looks like wishy-washy thermal imagery there. like he was getting in his night vision. So I just wonder if it could be like a new stealth skin on the aircraft that makes it really hard to pick up on the camera, or whether it's a bird that's sort of a black bird that's not visible by the eye, because he said he couldn't see it with eye. But if a plane's black, right, stealth planes are all black, but would you hear a stealth plane? I don't know if it's up really high. They look pretty low down, some of them, but they're actually like 40,000 feet up. So I don't think you would hear it, and so it could be just like a stealth plane or a bird, maybe. But birds are normally flock in groups, don't they? So yeah, it sort of leans more towards it being a plane in my book. But again, I'd have to zoom in on that particular video and do it properly. And unless he's going to give us the source, we can't do much of it. I don't think he's listed it here saying do it yourself. No, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, still check out his channel. I'll post the. We'll go to his channel and post the link there, so he's got some advertising, so you can go and watch what he's got there. That's just one random one I looked at. So Scott Brando, he's like a freelance person like myself that's debunking stuff. He used to be with MUFON, but he's not anymore. Scott Brando channel. Thought it was worth bringing up because he actually believes in some of the stuff he catches, and you can see he's got some other videos up. 2 objects following planes. What do we have? So we've got 3 objects or anomalies. Translucent oval objects. So yeah, I haven't looked at all these. Hovering bird or strange object. Strange skies. So yeah, it's got a bit there. And strange skies, 3 follow-up meteorites, is it? So yeah. So there's a few videos there and you can have a look at. They're only like 3 minutes long, eh? But that's the sort of thing we want with a sky watcher that catches these things, so we can actually look at it together, maybe. He's got some black and white ones here. 2 objects moving alongside something. Comets. So what I'd like to see is like 2 thermal cameras that sort of get it in stereo. That would be pretty cool. Then you could probably work out the distance away from the lenses and prove it's not a bird or a bug. But obviously back in 2014, I'm not sure how much thermal cameras cost, but they probably cost a fair bit. So yeah, that's Scott Brando done with anyway. Say I sent you here to him if you're going to comment on some stuff. So he knows that I'm not such a bad guy, but I do promote things that people that are trying to find the truth as well, and he's one of them that's been trying to find the truth. So what else we got here? Visible tank, 2 different video clips by 2 different people. Andy Bell, Predator style. But that wasn't the one I was looking for. There's one where they've got a drone to fall and capture in it and firing a missile at it, and the tank, they flick a button, it turns into a jeep. It looks like a thermal jeep rather than a tank. So I'm not sure where that one is. So if we type in maybe drone, it was a way to try a full drone attacks. You know, the American drones with the big white, I don't know what they call them, but they got missiles on them, and also do they have machine guns on them as well? I'm not sure. I don't think they have machine guns. They have missiles, maybe drop bombs as well. Testing drone invisibility cloak. It might be that one, maybe. Let's have a quick look. I'm just getting past it. aerial filming. Maybe they're cloaking their own drone here, are they? Looks like they are. That's not the one we're after then. Come on. I think that one's having us on. What's this guy? Just a new drone camouflage. I think he's having everybody on. That one, eh? It's got 18 down thumbs there. Not surprised. No, that wasn't the one I'm after, unfortunately. Let's see. I think it was Israel that were testing it out. Let's see. Stealth sheet acts like a visibility cloak. No, it's not that one. Amazing secret US Army invisibility cloak. I don't think it's so much the secret. It's well publicized. Terminator tanks with invisibility cloaks. Here could be one. Cloaking system makes tank invisible to. That's the one I think we're after. Let's have a look. Defense update. BA systems. Here we go. Real performance. Is that their own official thing? So there's a tank thermal signature, and they can make it disappear. See how they got these tiles on it? Doesn't that remind you of the space shuttle? And look, they can make it transmit an image of a car so that no one attacks it. See? Bang! It disappears.
Boy, that's cool. I would like those.
Yeah, it's like the Batman movie, isn't it? So I'll post a link to that since we used it, and you can have a re-watch of it. But I'm telling you, all this is coming out in recent years. I reckon they've had it for a long time. Between the LEDs, have these nanofilm nano lenses, which are also covered as well with the cloaking. So we type in nano meta lenses, as it's called. So meta lens. Right. And we're talking about these things here in this video here. Glitter size meta lenses may soon power your smartphones. See these little roddy things? Each of those are a lens, and the nano size, microscopic. Nanoscopic. Yeah, they reckon they're better than glass because they don't have the artifacts that we get with lenses with lens flare. Does away with all that. So what you can do is put these little tiny light receivers in between the LEDs. So that means you could capture the light on the opposite side of the object and then transmit it like an LCD screen on the other side. So say if a plane was flying in front of a cloud system, it's receiving the pattern of the cloud colors behind and then retransmit it in front of the plane. But it's not going to be perfect. As you know, clouds are always moving. So there's going to be cases where you're going to see maybe like a funny shimmering pattern in the sky, or blue sky maybe. If it's not perfectly blue, and you have like crystals in the air that sort of bend the light strange, and it make this funny shimmering pattern in the sky. I'm sure it's going to be very hard to detect it, especially if they're flying at high altitudes, like 40,000 feet. But, well, they're going to be flying probably above airplane traffic, right? So they don't, and they could probably hook into the airline radar system. I bet they've probably got, a bit like Flight Finder, they've probably got this worldwide tracking system that's accessed by the military, which allows them to see where all the objects in the sky are so they can avoid crashing into them. But yeah, let's see. We got, so they call these nano fins. Single meta lens focuses all colors of the spectrum in one point. So this is the way we're heading. Imagine having that on this smartphone. I think if they roll out this technology, we will be able to capture UFOs for sure, I think. It's just going to get better and better. And I find it quite exciting, actually, to see what the future's going to come. But it's still prototype far as I can understand. The flat metalenses is the first single lens that can focus the entire visible spectrum of light, including white light, in the same spot and in high resolution. It uses arrays of titanium dioxide nanofins to equally focus wavelengths of light and eliminate chromatic apparitions. So there you go. I'll post that link there if you want to read more about it or look it up further. But I spent a couple of hours one day on the weekend. I don't think anyone joined me, but I found all this out when I was searching the tanks and the nanofins and stuff. You call that a metamaterial, by the way. So if you can imagine a UFO having a metamaterial and metalenses, it's going to have cloaking. And they can use the metamaterial, probably that allows very high voltages through it to affect gravity and make it lighter, a bit like ceramic super cooled tiles. So if you look up that too, because it simply levitates when it's super cooled. All this cool science stuff. Probably scare off everybody with it. Super cool ceramic and lifts. I think they did it to a frog as well, didn't they? They got a frog to hover. Seems to ring a bell. I'm not sure how they did it now. I think they charged it with high voltage and the frog lift up. Something crazy like that. Anyway, do magnets hover over superconductors? Let's see what we can find in videos. Quantum levitation, superconduction. I'm not too sure. BBC, want to avoid BBC. Super cool magnet. Well, let's have a quick look. And just pause it, see what we're looking at. What's this person? Didn't pause. Looks like it might be a commercial site, is it? Better speed it up just in case. If it's going to let me. As we get the stupid copyright claims. Hello everyone, today I want to tell you about one of the unusual subject, the superconductor. What did he say it was made of? Oxides of yttrium, barium, and copper in proportions, which you see on the screen down there, equation. Ceramics first made in the University of Atlanta, was it? Alabama, was it? Liquid nitrogen. Negative 196C. Stick your finger in that. At least. So they're going to cool it down. Take a small piece of ceramic and then put a piece of styrofoam. Cool it down with liquid. And without any power or high voltage, it simply lifts. There you go. So, yeah. But there's another one with a train, where they've got a train going over Levitation. which is pretty cool. Let's see if I can find it. Train. So yeah, you can see how you can sort of get, if you work on bigger scale, maybe UFOs can defeat gravity. If you can do it on a small scale, you must be able to do it on a large scale. Just a matter of getting your head around it, I guess. Let's see, super cool ceramic train. I think it might be this one on the first. Yeah, let's have a look. Might be a BBC one, so I can't use it probably. Is that the train one? Superconductive train. There you go. Just hovering there above the magnets, see? Without any power, obviously. Obviously it's cold because you can see, what is it, steam, what do you call it, condensation coming off it. I'm not sure what he's mucking around with. Go on, spin it around. It's not this experiment, I've seen a better one. There we go, bang. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll post a link to that one anyway. Levitating train. It's using magnets and ceramic, I think it was. The train's made out of ceramic. And they just cool it down and it just lifts above the magnets without any power. There we go. And I think there's probably another one there or two. You probably can look them up yourself, actually. And the sounds all right for Discord tonight, doesn't it? And you're all right there, John? You're not corrupting or anything?
Everything sounds good.
You sound really good. Have we lost Cody or something? Is he still there?
He wasn't sure if he would feel
Oh, okay. You broke up then. Let's see. What else we got here that's might be worth looking at. But there was that magnet guy that that duplicated the, what's this guy's name? Boyd. What's his name? Boyd Bushman. Duplicated his experiment, and I subscribed him and asked him if I could use his video in my episodes. And he's called Magic Tricks or something. He should follow me on the lives, and he could get a plug to his channel. But I might give it a plug anyway. Magic Tricks or something. Magnet Tricks. Magnet. Might be able to find him. If I can remember what his name is. Because people do a lot of magnets on YouTube. Let's see, Bushman maybe. Oh, he did that one. Oh, Magic Tricks, that'll be him. That's the video I probably used from 7 meters. And he said it was inconclusive. They seemed to land at the same time. So that's the guy, I think. Why won't it scroll? I don't know. But he does some interesting stuff with magnets. I think he's maybe Indian. Yep, there's my comment. Great stuff. Thanks for letting me use some of this in my last episode. So there you go. I do ask permission for sometimes if I'm not going to talk over it or whatever, or critique it. But let's have a look at his other tricks. He does some really cool stuff with magnets. So I told him about my Levitation TR3 model, of course, and asked him if he would like to actually try develop it into a product, because I said probably people will buy them off you online, you see. Personally made Levitation TR3Bs that you can just have on your office table or whatever, home mantelpiece, and people just be going, wow, that's really cool. Of course, all of you have seen my Levitation TR3 idea, but yeah, this guy's got better idea of magnets. He may have come out with something even better, but he didn't actually take it any further. So, but I think he could make them up and sell them for 30 US online, couldn't he? And he'd make a bit of money. So he does all these ones here. So I'll just post a link to his channel, give him a plug again. He does some really crazy stuff with them. Magnets. Like I said, there's always stuff to talk about and stuff to show. If it's not hoaxes, and it's about real science stuff that's happening. So this one here with the spinning top, that's quite a good one. You can buy these from China. There you go. There's a UFO.
Yeah.
Because it's rotating, it's creating a stable field to lift up that the mass of the object. But that's as high as it goes, unlike a normal UFO. So then you can see how big this magnet is underneath. See how big that is? That's quite big. As soon as it slows down its angular momentum, which I've talked about before, it then becomes unstable, then crashes. But you can see it goes on for a fair time. So you can buy these things from AliExpress for about 30 US or less probably now. So that's it. And he's made this one up himself. You can see he's put a little core around it, which creates as you spin it, it creates a field in the core. So it's actually using a wee bit of a magnet and a coil, and because it's rotating, it's creating a magnetic field in the copper, I guess. Copper there, it looks like copper.
Yeah.
He probably explains it. Got no closed captions though, so it's a bit of a pain. But does he actually explain it in the instructions here? There we go. Under the 1 kg copper block, there are 4 ferrite ring magnets, which is what you get in speakers. 1 ferrite ring magnet pull force 10 kgs. So it gives you a bit of information here. Top is 13 Gs, height, width. Tips to get it working: when the top is too heavy, it doesn't want to lift at all. When the top is too light, it flies off the right from the start. So because you spin it that direction, so it spins off that way. When the weight seems okay, it flies off all the time from the same spot. That means that you need to raise the angle of the ferrite ring magnets right where it flies off. So basically, because you got ring magnets underneath, but like my idea of lifting the TR3B, but he's laying them flat instead of up vertically like I do. It creates a hole in the middle between the 4 rings, magnet rings, and that's where the spinning top is sort of trapped. It's trapped between the 4 ferrite ring magnets, which is kind of clever. But obviously, it's not a workable solution for a UFO. Did we lose Jamel on the thing?
Yeah. Well,
we seem to have lost a few people. So yeah, what else we got here? He does buy some crazy magnets at times. Darts, magnetic darts. What we got here? Fluorofluid vertex. Let's have a look at that one. But he's got hundreds of videos there. You should just go and check it out. Okay. I guess they all got north-south magnetism, and it's like thousands of little tiny magnets that's sort of floating on liquid here. I guess. I don't know. We'd have to listen to it though. I suppose it's a good way to generate Mother Nature art. It looks like he's using sound. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh, that showed, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can see the harmonics.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else has he got? He's got some other ones where he hangs blocks down. Let's see. So that was some of his favorite ones. Here we go. So we got playing with 2,000 magnet balls. Okay, what's he do with those? So you can look at all this stuff all the time, can't you? Because it's quite interesting. He got now because he was doing okay before I showed up. 2.6, so he's still doing a bit better than I am. So again, you can buy these from China. I got a stack of them myself. They're quite fun to play with.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got a big magnet above that's sort of making them change shape, I think, probably. Looks like it's kind of lifting up there, so we're not actually seeing what's going on. So that's sort of like a desktop item where people, you know, like to play around when they're stressed. And they're quite fun to play with, of course. Look, make a little chain out of them, all joined together by magnetism. It's going between two motors like a chain. That's pretty cool.
That's clever.
It is clever. I never thought about doing that with mine. Anyway. He's got some other crazy ones here too. Blocks by specs. Oh, that's the same ones we're looking at. Let's see. Plantonic solids. What's that one there? Copper chimes. Oh, you probably have to listen to that one. What else we got? Magnet sculpture. Let's have a look at that one. Here we go. Bang. Look how big those are. You get your finger stuck in that, you get a black man pinch. So they got them going up vertically, and they're held together by magnetism. Oh, I think it's got a wee bit of spin on it, so they sort of start stable. Oh, he's blowing on it with a straw, it's getting them spinning. And look at that one, it's just dangling there. They've got ever the decrease in size of spheres going up to a big magnet at the top here that is suspending it all. Just crazy stuff. I don't know how much he spends on magnets or how much he gets on his YouTube channel to buy it, but he's obviously bought a lot of things here. Just goes on and on and on. He's got another sculpture here, I mean. Looks very similar to what we just looked at. He's got an outside one. Spins around with the wind. That's pretty cool. So that'll just hang there forever, I guess. And you don't join it together because they're all stuck together with magnetism. You're not actually bolted or anything. Oh, that one might have super glue. The top one, is it? Yeah, super glues it onto there. And it still spins. And what's that doing at the top there? Tested. Oh, right, he's working out how much magnet force holds it up. So as he screws the magnet up, it's getting weaker away. It's getting weaker and weaker. Anyway, I'll let you go through his site there. I don't want to break his copyright. But no doubt you guys will check it out because there's definitely interesting stuff there. He's got levers. It kind of reminds me of a thing I saw on TV when I was a kid. They used to do crazy contraptions that pop balloons and knock over dominoes and magnets lift up on these kid shows. And used to trigger the opening of the TV show, the kids' TV show, where balloons then rise and it says hello or whatever to the intro, which is kind of clever. So yeah, so that brings us to this guy here, but I'm not too sure about him because I hadn't had a chance to research him. Oh, what's this one? Secureteam. I know, UFO Today. Ah, right. So we'll talk about UFO Today next, another one that needs to be exposed. Now, this film footage, this film footage was recently filmed from the International Space Station. So we'll just play it and talk about it. Okay, did you see that little black speck fly past there? 3 separate UFOs passed by the station.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
So, he's going to zoom it and whatnot. It's looking through a window of the space station, and they film it through a window. So naturally, you think, oh, it's just a reflection or a bit of space debris flying past the window, or some smudge on the window that's sort of moving downwards for some reason, like gravity or whatever. Object looks like a triangle craft. So UFO of interest, UFO of today, and UFO interest has done a debunk on it. So as you can see here, if we go to UFO today, it does look like he's copying. Guess who? What's that look like? Secureteam. Not very imaginative, is it? So
probably Tyler.
You think it might be Tyler with another account? Because look, he's got Secureteam actually promoted here too.
Would surprise me.
This is the way Secureteam enters a serious discussion regarding the UFO topic. He goes in and finds out he's not made of the stuff. What's he saying about him? Is he trying to debunk him, or is he trying to befriend him, or is it the same person? It's listed as science technology. But before we go there, Scott Brando of UFO Interest has put this one up. He's used the same name. Fake 3 UFOs filmed from the International Space Station. And I'll just make it a bit bigger. So what he's done is he's actually found the original video, which doesn't have any bits flying across, and does a side-by-side comparison to see that it's CGI. And that's what we just looked at in full screen. So he did a reverse Google image search, and he's found the original one, which was years ago, not last week or whatever. And you can see it's the same video footage, but no UFO. Should be flying across there. Boom, debunked straight away. So that's Scott Brando's channel. His Twitter is good, but occasionally he does videos. I think more people get to see the debunks if you put it out as a video rather than on the social media. So it's that's why I started the channel. That's because if you can put out all the debunks to expose the fraud out there. So the question is, who created the fake video? Well, it seems to me like UFO Today is added the CGI because he's the only one that's got that footage, right? I don't think it was on his page, so I will post the link to Scott Brando's there. Does it go? Yep. Okay, and let's see. They link there. So obviously he goes and finds out he's not made of stuff. Oh no, it was on that one. It was on the other one. Where was the other one? I forgot to check before I left it. Okay, let's pause it. Has he got any link at all there? No. So it looks to me like this guy creates CGI fakes, whoever he is. So these people believe it. These are either alien spacecraft or Earth spacecraft, or don't they consider it that this is a fake or like a CGI? This guy thinks it's a fake, so he gets first prize. Space Force, they keep talking about Trump's Space Force here. Would say these are either TR3Bs, so not a critical thinker, orbiting Earth and collecting data. It looks like the McDonald's bag I threw out my window. Someone's making a joke. It's called space debris, so you brainwash genius, and so on and so on. Whatever these objects are, they might not be flying, as the ISS is orbiting at 17,000 miles per hour, which is very true. But in this case, it's CGI. But there was no source one, so that means that he had faked it. So another faker, and he's got 16,000 subs. And 158 actually liked that video. I don't know if I've downvoted it or not, but I should downvote it. There you go. One for good luck. So let's see. Want to go back to that Secureteam. What's he saying about Secureteam? Is he trying to befriend him or what? Oh, look. Looks like he's, what's that, South American? Secureteam on my motorbike. We need a translator there. What's it saying about Secureteam? He's cutting through ice, is he? Through his motorbike. That's real clever, isn't it? Exit the discussion. So I'm not sure if it's in English, but it don't sound like it, does it? Because it's coming up in foreign language.
This video is approved by UFO Today.
Oh, it is in English.
Alright.
I don't know what the video is meant to be about. He's got music here. So what is it meant to be about, though? He's not made of stuff required to drive this serious topic. He leaves the topic stone cold. So it can't be another, unless it's a clever fake, it can't be another fake channel by Secureteam, can it? So that is actually rubbish in Secureteam, unless it's a trick.
It's meant to be a joke.
Unless it's a joke, of course, or as a way to get people to come and attack him and perhaps subscribe to him by using Secureteam in the title. That hasn't worked with my channel though, because I've put his name in it in the title a couple of times, and it doesn't sort of get any hits. Using Secureteam to get views. So that guy said the same thing. Is this a drama channel now? I disagree.
Robert.
Yeah.
Yes. Robert.
Anyway, if you search UFO interest, I think he's got him listed up as a fraud channel. But we just proved that he's faking CGIs, and he submitted to UK tabloids. So if you type in UFO today, and here we use a search again, UFO today, and what UK tabloid should we use? Daily Mail or whatever it is. Here we go, Daily Mail. YouTube by UFO Today, the very first one popping up. Conspiracy theorists claim to spot a UFO over Russia. So how are we doing for time anyway? Yep, we're not doing too bad over Russia. So this is someone that's supporting a hoax channel, which like all of them do. This one could be CGI too. No doubt it's got, oh yeah, here we go. UFO Today. And it's going to play a video clip. Oh yeah. I've debunked this one before. If we can get it to play and stop, of course. Close. Is that the play window? Scroll down for video. Nope. Oh, is it? Oh, here we go. So as you know, these lights have got 3 bulbs in it. So that could be one source of the reflection lens flare. But I believe this one was actually military flares, illumination flares being dropped, if I recall right. And that just cherry picked some of the video where they form a triangle formation. Let's see. Or maybe it's just all photographs. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, you can see the sort of blinking, like they're falling down like military flares. Another telltale sign. See here? See how they're sort of shimmering?
Yeah.
Like they're burning. And of course, they're far enough away you don't see the smoke from them. Yeah. So yeah, just a fake video from UFO Today, and it also was put up by Secureteam. Let's see, what year was that? I think it was a year ago or so, wasn't it, that one? So this is how these channels build up their subs, of course. I think the date was at the top here. December 2017. There you go. So this is, as you can see, it looks like Secureteam's channel. And what did he do? He went to the tabloids. And this guy's doing exactly the same thing. It's duplicating them. But he's not doing so good. UFO Today, UFO Theatre Blacklist. I think you'll find he's listed there. spelled it wrong, have I? Oh no, there you go. Click on that. It should be in the list, but it's quite a big list. It'll be at the bottom, I guess, but it's not quite alphabetical, I don't think. Hey, did I see Jinx? I thought I saw that guy's name there for a minute. What's his name? Jinzo Crash? I thought it was Jinzo Crash when I went past. I thought, nah, that can't be right. Oh, that was lucky.
I haven't seen it in the Discord pop up.
No. So this one I don't know off. JMHZ71, aka the balloonist, based in Mexico. Surprise, surprise. All channels capture simple shapes that wander slowly and aimlessly across the sky. And everyone keeps talking about UFO sightings, formerly called N Destination Unknown. Disappeared from YouTube. This is not so much a UFO channel as a 3D model asset catalog. Now, everyone keeps saying that's a real hoax channel, but it doesn't fool anyone. So it's less dangerous than Secureteam, or Third Phase. Third Phase, everyone takes seriously. If they put up something there, they think it's not CGI when it is, or Photoshop, giant machines in the sky. So they're not even comparable. So if you go to UFOs, which he hasn't got a click link because he doesn't want to promote to him, you'll see what I mean. So we were looking for a UFO today, so it should be down this way. Yeah, it's a long list, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's got Secureteam there. Originally, this channel simply used deceptive interpretations of footage and some silly Photoshop work, but eventually grew its readership with significant help from pretend journalist John Austin of theexpress.co.uk. He attempted to have a UFO theatre debunking video removed from YouTube and Vermo with fake copyright claims. We have since released a more comprehensive debunking video. Glotner continues to promote by a number of disreputable tabloids, and as a result has collected a large number of subscribers. Sergeant UFO, formerly Section 51. So they renamed their name. Street Cat ones there. Third phase of moon, because it hasn't got the in it. I always keep saying that because that's logically how you say it. Third phase of moon. Duh. As best I can tell, sometime in 2010, a couple of mediocre filmmakers discovered that posting UFO videos on YouTube was a viable business model. So yeah, as you know, you can find out that Blake Cousins has listed himself as an actor and all that sort of stuff, and his brother is a CGI expert or whatever it says here. And probably is almost a non-issue producers, CGI artist Blake and Brett Cousins. I think that's wrong. I think it's Brent. I think his brother's called Brent. May not create all the hoax UFO shots on their channel, only around 90% of them. So 10% comes from other sources, is what he's saying. That was probably back a few years now when he put this list together. So for today, there it is. Finally, we found it. Features nearly 100% stolen content include documentaries, hoaxes, and misrepresentation footage. All the videos appear to have been downloaded from YouTube and manipulated, which we just saw in the last video of the fake TR3B. Then re-encoded, produced an extremely muddy image, while the subscriber and view numbers are still small. This channel is being aggressively marketed on Facebook and Reddit. UFO Today got a boost after one of its stolen hoaxes went viral in February 2017. And they're still going, unfortunately. So I think we're pretty much done on UFO Today. I don't want to cover too much on that. I think that's what he's saying here. Stolen content. Doesn't give credit to people. And let's just have a look. And this one here on this Sergeant Major that I was going to look at as well. And he's got the fake TR3B up here. Moon images that we're seeing on Secureteam as well. We've talked about camera artifacts and anomalies on NASA images and how they're made before, so we're not going to recover that. So it goes on and on and on. So get rid of that one. So that brings us to UFO interest. We're done with him. Now this Landsberg crater. So what was this video here that he was promoting also on his channel? Command Sergeant Major Robert Dean reveals all he knows. UFOs are real. So obviously he's stolen it from another thing. So let's see if we can find the source of it. So you can see it's like a VHS 4.3 old video. What's that UFO TV signature down there? Or was that UFO Today's thing? UFO Today, I think. I thought may have a badge of the other content that he's taken it from.
I don't know what that says. Yeah, I think it was UFO Today.
Well, let's see if we can find it with a reverse image search. We'll take a snapshot of it first. Probably take a bigger snap, maybe. Too late. Well, we'll just take what we can.
Good old Bobby.
And let's see what we can find. I don't know what he's saying, whether we can debunk what he's putting up there. It's pretty old video by looks of it. Got to be 1990s, so by looks of the quality. So we got, it's pretty blurry though, doesn't it? Maybe if I make it bigger. This is what UFO interests us to find if a hoaxers use CGI and used another video to do it. You could just take a snapshot and see if you can do a reverse image search on it. That's also how you find, what is it, catfish people. Take the image and search, see if it's been used. I want to search, drop on that one, see what happens. So have we got anything? Wide body aircraft? Don't think so. So that's not been really helpful there. I see Google's put a location down here. Don't worry about that. I use a a fake location. So anyone thinks, they know where I live. They do not. That's because I use these things up here where you can specify where you want to fake it into the address and stuff. Because there's no way, from what I can tell, when you're logged in to hide that stupid information by Google. They don't think that you're going to use your browser on a live stream. So you're probably seeing down there changes from different location to different location. That's why. So what can we get from that video that's going to be unique? Obviously, it's so poor quality that Google's having trouble searching it. You think you'd better get it on that one, wouldn't you? That one there. But let's see, we'll try it. Else we might just have to use his video. You can see how blurry it is. Well, I can anyway. I don't know how bad you're seeing it. Okay, we got another one now. We can throw it. Has it sort of moved it to the bottom though? Has it? Let's see. View. Medium icons. Yeah, it looks like it's put it to there for some reason. So let's do search on that. Nope, looks like it's not finding it. It reckons it's similar to these ones here, which it could be. Let's see. Looks like a moon photo of some sort. Let's see. So we're not going to find another source of it unless we can search maybe on the name as well. Sometimes you can search with the name. Command Sergeant Robert Rivers. Well, he knows. Sometimes you can search it with the image as well as some information. Like so. And it sort of narrows it down a bit more. Here we go. YouTube. So we've got several hits here, right? What's different about it? Robert Dean. Robert Dean looks like the same thing. So how many hits do we get now? 2 results. So there's only 2. Yep, we're seeing that image. So one of these will be his channel and the other one will be what? Reddit. Probably where you got it from. Or are they linking to UFO Today? Probably. Unfortunately, it looks like they're linking to UFO Today, so that's probably him posting, is it? Let's see.
He lives here in Tucson with me.
Posted by Heat Hattas Sinano 14 days ago. So it's been added recently then. Well, let's see what the Reddit's saying about it. Let's see if anyone's debunked it or anything. So you didn't actually listen to that video at all there?
No, man.
Yeah, I'm just having to get a drink. Because the whistleblower, after he retired, the guy knows what he's talking about. Where's the proof? That's what I always say. Give us the hard proof, then we'll start believing.
Okay.
Do you even know the definition of shill? Because requesting evidence is pretty much the opposite of shilling. I'm not too sure what they're talking about there. The video contains the guy speaking about UFOs and some blurry pictures that could be anything. Yep. So that's all we got on that post. To me, when I saw this image here, though, it kind of looks, almost looks like a balloon that's sort of lit inside. That's sort of like one of those helium balloons with the little bits on the side going around. And what's this stuff coming down here, you know? So I don't know where this image is from, but it looks a bit fake to me. So we go back to the video. Whereabouts is it? Here. So let's, I think we might not even be talking about it. NASA. NASA, what is it? What is this thing from NASA? So that looks like it might be a door opening up on the bottom of a ship and we're seeing outside, is it? Is that what we're looking at? A perspective thing? It's like looking through a hatch, you know, a hatch. Could that be a hatch? And we're seeing something coming up to the ship like a stage 2 or something like that underneath. So let's see, have a listen to it, see if we can understand it. We've got captions for it.
It's a good-sized object. This is several hundred feet in diameter that came up next to the lander, flew along beside them for a time. The guys in the Apollo craft went to the window and snapped the thing, and I've always jokingly said there were guys inside of this taking pictures of the NASA. We were photographing them, they were photographing us. Photo NASA, Apollo Systems number 14, Apollo 14, roll 70, negative, what is it, 9827, I think, or 8827. This is the Landsberg crater on the moon. The guys in orbit above the moon were particularly fascinated by Landsberg. They had been given a special assignment to take pictures of Landsberg because the crater, which they designated as Landsberg, had things going on in the crater. There were enormous facilities. So they were specifically designated.
It's saying there's enormous things in the crater here. Let's see here, the translator can't even understand what's being said.
To see if they could figure out what the hell's going on down there in the crater on Landsberg. While they were looking at Landsberg, this object happened to express interest in them and flew by. Now this line is an artificial line that was drawn to show you the direction that this object was going. This is a good-sized object flying past the Apollo lander.
Is it an object or is it just a reflection?
I can't tell what it looks.
Yeah, I can't tell what it is either. But if we look at Landsberg crater, we've got some HD images here. And it doesn't look like there's anything going on in that crater, from what I can see. Looks like a normal crater. It kind of looks like it's raised a bit. I don't know. It's just an optical illusion, I think. What I want to do is bring that up on Google Earth, actually. Have we got some coordinates to it? Let's see if we can find it on Google Earth.
Good luck.
Good luck. They normally list the coordinates here, GPS. Here we go. So, what's all that mean? The features I did find on the lunar map. So we got some coordinates here, so we can use that. Does that go to Google Earth? Let's have a look. Hey, Renee's back with us. Alien bases. You wish. So there we go. We're looking there on the map. That's pretty high res quality there. Landsberg crater. It looks like someone with a bad skin condition. A bit of skin, elephant man skin, or elephant skin. Doesn't it? It kind of looks like that. So yeah, we want to get a 3D model of that if we can. So let's have fun and see if we can bring it up again. we haven't used that in Google. Does it have a link to Google Earth? No, it probably doesn't, does it? Search on Google. That makes it pretty handy. Let's see if I can bring it up then. Now we found that they haven't really got really high res quality of the moon. It's pretty high up still. I think 2 kilometers was it? So some of them they've got lower down, and you can see it puts stripy bits on. So let's head there. Where is the icon? It's on the toolbar here somewhere. Which one was it now? That one with the planet. So we want to go to moon. And then we want to type in the coordinates to see if it goes there. Now you can see how stripy it is. You can see the different satellite passes they've done over the years. You can see one's going this direction, and this one's gone this direction. And no doubt they'll be getting some new images from China, hopefully, and overlay it and get an even better detail. Will that work? Oh yeah, looks like it might be working. Landsberg. Here we go. Oh, it's even labeled it for us. Look. Landsberg.
Okay.
And it's a big blur because they haven't got it down to how many meters are we? We've got a blurry image. 75 feet, is it? Let's see. What's it say there? 75 feet. So we need to go up till we've actually got a non-blurry image. You can see now they got missing data here. Great stuff. So when's it get good quality? All right, here we go. We're starting to see the rim of the inside of it, I think. Still not very good. See all the square blobs. So it just shows how much missing data there is of the moon still. Still going out. And maybe it's just slow loading, is it? I don't know. But certainly they had a photograph that looked better than that, so why isn't it showing up? Oh, there's Surveyor 3. We're talking about Surveyor 3 with the Socorro incident. That's the one with the robotic arm, actually. It's still on the surface there. Wonder if we can see it. Oh, look, they've got a high-res strip here. So it's right where the Surveyor 3 is. Can we see a picture of it? Still going down. So you can see the quality they've got here. They've obviously scanned it pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't see the Surveyor 3. How do we get rid of the map thing over at the end of it? Oh, there it is. We can see a shadow of it. But is it artificial? So you can see here it's got the 3 landing pads, which the Socorro incident one had. I don't know how you get rid of that stuff over the top of it though, so we can actually see it without the stuff. Anyone know?
I don't know that you can.
I don't know too much about Google Earth. View from, we got sidetracked. So where's this crater? So that's kind of detail we're looking for, is in that. But you can see outside here, there's just no detail whatsoever because they haven't got the data down to that level. That's 380 feet there. And even at 2,000 meters, it's still pretty poor quality. 2.19 moles, I mean. So you can see, yeah, the quality they haven't got. But Landsberg is not far away from Surveyor 3. So where's the other photograph from? Why hasn't Google got access to it? Obviously, they haven't got access to it for their Google Earth. They probably haven't got permission. Probably A51S might know that answer. He's into that sort of stuff. How do we get down to this? Secureteam, we're done with Secureteam. Yeah, about that. Secureteam 10 sent lying tweets to 3 days of the moon. Well, they actually sent to his, he actually posted to a Twitter account. I didn't think they had a Twitter account anymore. But they squashed out their differences. It's all good now. Squashed out their differences. What did they get and fight each other? That would have been a good video. A boxing match. So let's pop out. So where's these images from then? Who took these? Philip van Landsberg. That's what it's named after. Lubiter Orbiter 4 image. So why is that not on Google Earth? So they probably have got permission to use it, eh? So how far up is it? It's 3.1 kilometers. Did I close down Google Earth? So if we go up to 3.1, we should get the same image. So what do we got here? 31 miles, and we ain't got any good image. 15, 3.1, so it should be slightly up. How could I do a fine adjustment on the wheel? Well, that's pretty close. And that's what we got. It's rubbish. How can we use that? We can't, can we? We can't see what's in the crater at all. It's quite annoying. So what else can we do? I don't know. But we got some high-res images here anyway. And doesn't look like there's anything alien structures in it. Those things in the middle, obviously, are just rock poles. Shiny bits of rock. I don't know if we can zoom in on that, but we can try it. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, gone too big now, have I? Where is it? Here we go. Okay, what are we seeing now, guys? This looks like a pile of rocks from what I can see. Shadows, some holes. As you know, we talked about when a bigger meteorite impacts happen, then the lava flow of the molten silica sand flows into craters either side of it, and it forms mountains. So is that a crater, or is it like a mountain side of a crater? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Looks like we've got a shadow. So which way is the shadow going? Is it casting a shadow this direction, which means that's a mountain, or is it because it's sunken in, and the shadow's coming from this direction? Can we see? Can we see?
The sun's off right.
The sun's off the right.
Sun right. That's where the shadows get cast.
Yeah. See if we can see something else on the map here that gives us some clues. See, these ones also look similar. You don't know which direction it really is. Unless we got a mountain that casts a shadow, a long shadow, then we would know. So they must be sunken, because none of them are casted in long shadows. It's always inside the circle. So that means it must be a shadow from the edge of the rim, right?
Yeah.
So we'd see something else on the map there that would cast a longer shadow than what's around the rim. if it was like a higher mountain peak. So yeah, it's definitely sunken in, but it actually looks like it's raised up. So I probably got no zoom too much there now. So what's this one here? Oblique view facing west. So let's zoom that one up. Now, does it look sunken? But that looks better than the other one, doesn't it? We can actually see there's no buildings there. No machinery. Maybe you could say there was a tunnel entrance there, maybe. Looks like a bit of a hole there. But again, this looks like shadow, just like this bit here, shadow. So I think we could debunk that guy's story saying there's machinery there, which is what I was trying to look for. I was hoping Google Earth had all that on there. How do we get back one? There we go. So we got some other ones here. What's these ones? Lunar Orbiter 4 image. Doesn't look as good. Looks further up, doesn't it? That's casting a deeper shadow. Is it the same one, or is it just like another crater next to it? Says Landsberg A, whatever that means. Had a reference here, didn't it? What's this one? Landsberg A. Latitude, longitude. So what does that mean? Are there all the different features on the map, maybe? I guess it is, you know. So what's he saying? We'll go back to him. So he's saying this is an object here. Let's zoom in on that. Does it look like an object or a lens flare of some kind? So have we got the original video of that? I don't know.
I'm glad that some of these were saved.
Looks like it was a picture. He gave a picture reference. So let's see if we can find it. 7098 or something, is it?
To express interest in them.
I'll just turn off that subs because it's not working very well. Photo, spelt funny. Not the normal photo. What's language is that? NASA 8A8, or was it A3? Is it A? Oh no, AS, is it? No, A8. 14708837. So let's search for that. Oh, did we just have an earthquake? We did too. The fans rotated, rocking side to side. Had a little shake then. I'm not sure how big the quake was. It's quite cool when you get that. Oh, we forgot to do a voice check. I assume the voice is working. See this.
Oh yeah, everything's working.
You think it's all working? I forgot to do the usual check because we've been caught out on that before. Now I'm paranoid. Let's just double check it. Because we've been talking for 2 hours now. It'd be a shame if my voice wasn't recording. Well, these guys would have said something by now, wouldn't they? Who knows? Jamal would have said it wasn't working.
Well, I can do it.
I'm always paranoid now since that day. You can see I'm having trouble loading my Instagram. Jamal would have said it wasn't working.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it's working. That's working. That's right. Now we can carry on. What was the number again? A8. 1417. Let's put it up the top. 1417 dash And it was 83 something, wasn't it? 837. And let's see what everybody thinks of this. So obviously it's been around long enough to be debunked now, so oh, what's happened? Oh, it's added it all together. Probably need to put NASA, do we? Looks like it. Here we go, photo. Oh, we got one anyway. But it's not the same numbers. Let's search on images. It's not coming up, is it, guys? NASA. You'd think there'd be a lot of people talking about it. I might have to type Landsberg in, maybe. Landsberg. It was Orbit 4, wasn't it? Hang on, let's see. He said just before, didn't he?
To see if they can figure out what the hell's going on down there.
No. Orbiter. My keys would work. Orbitor 4. How do you spell it? Why is it not coming up? That's pretty annoying, isn't it? Is it the wrong number? Have I read it wrong? So. No. Okay. What are we doing wrong here?
The greater on Landsberg. While they were looking at Landsberg, this object happened to express it.
It does look like a S. It could be a S. Maybe that's why. AS. AS, not A8. Yeah, still not giving us what we were after, though, is it? Have we got something else wrong? Maybe the S's are not 8. They look like 8s. Oh, that one definitely looks like an S. It's different than these ones. Or could that be a 9? 983. Could be a 9, couldn't it? So
let's see, 8887.
That's what I thought, but it could be a 9-8.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Why is it so hard to find that? Here we go. It is a 9-8. Come up straight away. So what do we got here? Apollo 14. And what does it look like on this photograph? Guess what? It's lights. Just like I said to you, it'd be lens flare or something. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's reflection. It's reflection on the window of the interior lights. So this is what you mean about these people claiming to be UFO researchers. I think that sort of blows it straight away. And this is what they're saying is some sort of craft. So even that's a better image there. It looks like where he's got it from. Saying this is some craft, and when you get a high definition photograph, bingo, it's solved. You can see it looks like even reflections maybe on the ground. Maybe they got some lights shining down. Is that shining on the moon's surface or a reflection on a window? That's the only question I've got. Does it look like it's lighting up the craters at all? I don't think it is it? It's a bit hard to tell. So what other rubbish is this guy talking about?
Interest in them and flew by. Now this line is an artificial line that was drawn to show you the direction that this object was going. This is a good-sized object flying past the Apollo lander. God, I'm so glad that some of these are fake. I still think 40 rolls of film display. They can erase them. Anyhow, next picture, please.
Liar,
It's the
liar.
same photo of Landsberg, but the next negative 938 of this object system. Flying by. Next picture. Now we're getting into some nitty-gritty.
So they had one of the next day, which again is just lights. So I wonder if they got a better image of that scanned in now. So there's a side-by-side comparison from high res to low res. It makes a hell of a difference. So you can't even see these craters up here. Look, all washed out craters down here. That one's good. You can't even see the crater. See that? See the quality of difference.
Oh yeah.
Amazing difference. So if you do 3.8, see what we get. Maybe we haven't got that one. Hasn't come up. Which is a shame. So if NASA was trying to hide something there, obviously they did a really poor job of it. So yeah, that one doesn't seem to be scanned in because for some unknown reason. No, that's a bit of a shame. But maybe the other site had a copy of it if we go to it. Yeah. Unless it was a slightly different number. Did it have it on the screen? That's 3.8. Looks like it's in the same series anyway. So let's go to this one here, the website. Maybe they got the other one. There we go, I've got a whole list of them. So they reckon they deleted 40 images. So I'm not too sure. Well, there's 36. Maybe it's 36 that he's looking at, is it? 36, there's no 38 there. Is it a 36 or 38? Oh yeah, that could be a 6. So we've gone the wrong direction. So if we go 36, that's the same images he's got. He said it was the next day. It looks like it's the day before actually, doesn't it? It's a smaller number. So there we go. 36. Is it a shadow of the window? What's this shimmering we've got here? That looks like some reflection in the window going on here. See that lines going down there?
Oh yeah.
Light bands. Let's see what else we got. Looks like another light band going this direction. Certainly looks like lights, regardless of what he's saying. Debunked. Another one bites the dust. Okay, so let's carry on.
This object here. Flying by. Next picture. Now we're getting into some nitty-gritty.
Now we're getting interesting, guys.
Just a brief little bit of history. Back in the early days of NASA and the Apollo program, I got this picture from the Japanese Space Agency. the Japanese NASA. They have a tremendous program going over there in Japan. You know, the Japanese are bright people. So the Japanese Space Agency had signed a contract with NASA years and years ago to buy copies of every picture NASA took during the Apollo program. And I'm sure the Japanese paid a sizable amount of money for this.
Very high quality video.
Now, you're all familiar, I'm sure, with Apollo 13. That was the aborted mission that was going to the moon to land, and it had an accident on the way.
So I'm not too sure what we can do with this one here, but they're saying that's the moon. And what's this object here? Could that be a lens flare, or you know, the various things they have go on when they scan images back into HD? They get bits on the slide. So that looks like a hair. That one looks like a bit that's fallen on the slide as I've been scanning it. Same as that one. That one there, don't know. But I suppose because it looks like a saucer, they're saying it's a UFO. So yeah, it could be anything. What else we got here? So who is this guy? Sergeant, command sergeant. Who is he? Well, let's find out about him actually. Robert probably knows all about him, but he's not on with our stream for some reason. So I forgot. I can't email him on Facebook because it's not working for him anymore. Tell him that we're on live. He should know we're on live though. Now let's see, what time would it be over there now? It's possible that he could be up, you know. So what's this guy claiming to be? Oh, we're super zoomed. Let's see. Robert O'Rourke Dean, March 1929. So he died last year, October 11, 2018. Rest in peace. Was an American ufologist from Tucson, and you didn't even know him, John. So,
Robert Dean.
Yeah, you didn't pop around to his house for a cup of tea. Arizona. Dean retired from the U.S. Army as a command sergeant major after a 28-year career. So we got to Wikipedia on him. But we've already debunked one of his things in the video there. Let's see. Been on radio, TV documentaries, conferences, and I haven't even heard of him. That's how much I paid attention. And did you know about him until I brought it up there, John?
Oh, I've crossed Bob Dean before in my research over the year.
Okay.
I forgot that he lived in Tucson. Him and Nick Pope, both.
He's saying there's a government cover-up of alien visitations to Earth. Dean claimed to have viewed a classified government document called the Assessment that allegedly discussed threats posed by aliens' activity on Earth and concluded no such threats existed. Assessment. Okay. Dean said he considered himself a professional UFO researcher and had cosmic top secret, not cosmetic, clearance while in the military in 1982, or was it 1992, while employed as emergency services coordinator. What's that, a fire truck? Arizona. Dean sued his employer for discrimination, saying he was treated unfairly because of his belief in UFOs and because of his age, and reportedly settling for $100,000. He did better than me. I've been discriminated all my life from employers. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did see something. And but
Hey, never know.
but the stuff he's presented here is clearly just nonsense at the moment. So what else we got here that we can skim to? What the hell is that meant to be? Another blob on the film. We talked about these ink blotches before, haven't we? I think that might be one of the ink blotches. So yeah, he's another. Did you say he was a Richard Hoagland fan? You can even see that's an ink splotch, can't you? You can see the other bits coming off it. So let's pass on that one. Look, he's looking at all these ink blotches. That's probably what they are. We ain't going to discuss that again, but if you want to look at a lunar or moon anomalies, go to the live stream we did on that, and we cover it for a second time, I think it is. So he's doing all these comparison, and it's really blurry. But yeah, it does look like an ink blotch. What they did is they processed it in the film like a Kodak instant camera, and it was a prototype camera, and it failed miserably, and it leaked fluid onto the film while it was setting. And you can even see there it looks like an ink drip. 0G. So he talks a bit about that a bit, doesn't he? Mothership with a little UFO coming out of it. Pareidolia. It's hard not to be skeptical when you see these ones making claims and then they put this rubbish up. So I wanted to find out the other image that looked like this one here. What is this one? No, not that one. This one here. What is that one there? So let's see if we can find out information on that one. AES 125188 or 8553. So it looks like it's on a different mission, unfortunately, because we still got the images up here, haven't we? Which we could have used, I think. Is there a 12 there at all? No. So it's another mission. So let's see. Can we memorize the number? AES 1251. I'll do that bit first. Orbiter we don't know, but we'll get rid of that bit, I guess. And the other number was 85 or something, or 83. What is it? 8553. Can try that, I guess.
Numbers are hard to figure.
Yeah, they're hard. They're very hard because it's a very blurry image. So we can get a higher quality, hopefully, if it's available online. Here we go. Here we go. We got some images popping up. So what is it? That looks different there. Okay, and what's that one there? Photo. Doesn't look like anything what they're showing there. Looks like a smudge. Is it the same photo? 1251 755. No, it's not the same one. What's this one here? Stunning UFO videos, photos or images. Exopolitics summit never seen before. Image claimed to be it is actually A1250 and is off the Saturn V third stage. That's what I was telling you. Looks like they were filming through a portal and it was breaking away. I don't know. Let's have a look. See if we can visit. I got the zoom set to super zoom. So it's on a what is it? Above top secret website. I would like to share this video that was taken at Expo Polytechnic Summit in Barcelona. It is Bob Dean that is showing pictures. Hey, that's what we're looking at. Were given to him from a former NASA employee. Apparently, from what Bob Dean said, 40 rolls of film had been deleted or hidden in the video. In order to see the photos he is showing, I recommend that you skip to video to 26 minutes. Okay, I think it's the same video we're looking at probably, but that might be the actual original one, edited on 2009, so you can see it's a bit old. Here are some of the interesting pictures. Is it really interesting? Look out of focus, a blob of light that's on the window or something. So there we go. What's that one? Another out of focus blob of something. So I'm not sure what we're meant to be seeing in that. This again could be just a light artifact across the window, and this one looks like it might be photographing the stage as it's dropping away from the ship underneath. Is what I think it is.
That's a pretty good, pretty accurate.
And of course we looked at that one. So let's see if we can find some better images of it. And we go into the ink blobs. We got some more smudges. So anything that's a smudge in a NASA photograph is instantly taken as a UFO or alien craft. So what have we got here, guys? So we got some technical details. What type of film it was being used, black and white, color. But has anyone got links to the original? That one looks like original, doesn't it? There we go. What's that one say there? Saturn V third stage, as most recently pointed out here, and is for some reason a very, very poor copy. It is very blurry, isn't it? So I'm just trying to wrap my head around what we're actually looking at. Is it outside the window, or is it or what? Oh, here we go. We got some extra bits down here. So what's that mean? Looks like an outside camera, is it? That's sort of making sure the third stage disconnects and drifts away. So that's a crucial part of information that's cut off the edge there. Who's hiding information? Who's lying? Tell me again. It's a nice story he presented. Anyway, my question is, who is the tard at the end of Dean's presentation? Well, we didn't actually get that far, did we? Maybe it's cut off. So I don't know what they're talking about there. And something separating, like they're saying it is. Booster, outer case. What else we got here? So who we got with us at the moment? Anyone? We got one watching. I don't know if that's you, John.
I think it is.
Did we scare them off with too much truth? You know, too much bullshit out there. Unfortunately, it would be good to find something that we can't debunk, but so far we haven't managed to find much at all, have we? So
That happened.
yeah, we need some sky watchers, maybe with some fresh content, and hopefully they use the apps that we talk about, so Heavens Above, and prove it's not an airplane. And satellites. Well, here's another one here. Is that the one we looked at before? It's in a foreign language, so it can't be. Del Luna. Luna. And it's definitely been mucked around with, hasn't it? And it's been cropped, so you don't see the bottom bit of the photograph, which is what a lot of them do. They do that on purpose, which gives you the clues, you see. So what's this one here? Real footage. Oh, super. I don't know what that one's about. They're saying that the moon landers were faked, obviously. NASA iCove and handheld Super 8. Oh, well, let's get sidetracked onto that one then. Looks like it's a conspiracy channel. Huh? And it's not loading properly. Don't know where that's going. Yeah, so we can't use that, unfortunately. We'll have to reduce that swing level. Vintage news. The original TV tapes of Apollo 11 moon landing. They are lost. So what are they trying to say here? Probably have to zoom in, but let's see. I've got to change this back down. But oh, too much. So what's it saying here? People gathered in front of television sets, gazing at the remarkable images moving across the screen. I thought they were pretty grainy and washed out. I didn't think much of the moon landing footage myself at the time on our black and white TV. So is that a video here from the moon, and that's actual what was taken on the moon with the camera. So you got higher quality. Is that what they're saying? Looks like it, doesn't it? Here was a man walking on the moon right before them. I'm not too sure. So what they're saying is probably someone was outside filming it, rather than it being a robotic arm camera that was filming the first man on the moon. So that makes him the second man on the moon. Is that what they're trying to say? I think that's what they're trying to suggest here. I don't know. Here was the man walking on the moon right before them. The incredible video playing showed astronaut Neil Armstrong gliding across the surface of the moon, the first person to ever do so. Apollo tape shows this miraculous event was intended to be used as a backup format in case the live television event didn't broadcast the moon walking. Well, how'd they know it wasn't filmed on a second camera? You know, that's what I was just saying. It's the actual footage from the moon camera to the actual broadcast live footage. And of course, the quality is going to be better. Apollo 11 moonwalk, unconverted slave scan television image before conversion to NTSC. Okay. I don't see what the problem is. And then sent to Houston, converted to images and sent to television sets throughout America. So the quality is reduced quite a lot if that's the case. So what? We get that with video conversion, and it's going to be in raw broadcast again over the radio waves. If only they had internet back in those days, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't see. I think that someone creating a fake story about it all. I just think, like I said, you're going to have high quality ones that come back from with them that they took on the moon themselves, and the transmission ones. And of course, if you're going to transmit it from one format to another across the world, going to keep losing quality. I don't see any conspiracy whatsoever. Moving along, nothing to see here. Right, here we go. We got this thing again. Miles long UFO. So what's that one saying here? Guess what? It's Secureteam. We can never leave that guy behind, can we? It's on his Twitter account. Let's have a look. So he did do a video on it, did he? What's this one down here? Secureteam, AN, hello again. Good footage about the moon. Could be pixel job though, but old NASA pic. Be careful. So looks like it must have been in that video of Secureteams, was it? And like I'm saying here, you can see how it's been cropped on all these ones here, and it's blurrier and overexposed. You see, this is obviously the original. Even that's not too great. So what we need to do is look up Saturn V probably and see if we can see a picture of it. There's a good.
There you go.
There we go. Let's see if we can compare it. Saturn V. Stage 3 it was. Stage 3. Saturn. Let's see, 5 V. Looks like it's coming up in the lowercase here. Model rockets. So which one do we go for? Model rocket. Oh, yeah. Got some videos here by people. Rocket launch. And a model, yep. So, where's the stage 3? Can we see stage 3? So it must be this bit down here, is it?
Those are all models.
Yeah, not all models.
There they are. That's what's up there. The search data model.
Here's one that's shown it on all 3 parts. There's all the parts of the rocket. So, which is stage 3? I guess that's stage 3, stage 2, and stage 1. And we've got a helicopter there too. So, see here, we've got a ring. Could it be that ring piece that we're looking at here? So which is stage 3 and which is stage 1? See, we've got another ring piece here. Could be that one there, couldn't it? So black and white stripes either side. Let's see, where's the image again? It looks kind of like that ring piece that's come off. And one of these ring pieces here. Looks like this one here. Well, let's see if we can get some other images. So does it help us out any stage 3? So it's this one here. So stage 3 must be the very top then, is it? Which is basically what, that's what I was showing. It had a ring piece that goes around here that drops off. And they must have filmed it as they were going, as they turned. So they would have photographed it as it was falling away. So let's have a look. Have we got any ring pieces? Well, there's it on display in a museum. So stage 3 is this bit up here, the nose cone. And you can see the ring bit they're talking about here, which is slightly out of shot, unfortunately. We want another angle. That's the other end. We want in the middle bit. And we're not going to get it. So what was that guy saying it was? A UFO? Where is it again? Surely he would know that was a stage 3 Saturn rocket if he's in military.
I think so. It was.
So let's start it from there. Let's have a listen.
Of course, the Earth-based object that flew by the window, that little craft that they were riding in. And Neil took the Hasselblad camera that he had, put it up the window and snapped this picture. 51, negative number 8, what is it, 8653, something like that. Now this is a good-sized object. This is several hundred feet in diameter. That came up next to the lander, flew along beside them for a time. The guys in the Apollo crafts put their camera to the window and snapped the thing. And I've always jokingly said there were guys inside of this taking pictures of the NASA. We were photographing them, they were photographing us. Photo NASA, Apollo.
So he believes it's a UFO, unfortunately. But yeah, we're trying to find a picture of that ring. And it looks like it's that one here as it breaks away. But we can't get a good zoom in of it, can we? Let's see if we can save it, maybe. How you going? Are you feeling a bit tired, John?
Yeah, my eyes are pretty much
We're coming up to
shot.
3 hours, so I might wrap it up before 3 hours and call it early for Sunday. No one's out there watching though, I think. Is it Renee out there watching? So
I think so. It's hard to tell.
Fun. So we saved it. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. So what's this one here? Apollo Saturn 1. So that's got the ring, and this one's got the ring too. So what's the difference? Bigger? Bigger for what? Why is it bigger? Bigger payloads? So to me, it looks like this one here. What's that called? Blurred. Can't make out what that says there.
Yeah, it's too small.
But that looks like it, doesn't it? Well, it could be this bit up here, but that says... I think that might be the capsule. So it's got to be this ring here. Which doesn't have black and white markings on it, just white. So what was in his photograph again? Oh, it was on another tab, wasn't it? Let's see. It does look like it's got some valves and stuff here. It looks like it's casting a shadow. It looks like it's looks like a ring, doesn't it? It looks like it. Here's the outside of it here. So if I save that, save image, and let's see if we can put it into the editor and correct it. I think we've pretty much debunked his whole video there, actually.
Yeah.
Where is it? Which one was it? That one? I didn't have that loaded already. Doesn't look like it. Come on. You can do it, computer. Come on. Here it comes. So let's see if we can sort the perspective out better. Resize 2000 maybe. Oh, I did 200. How stupid. There we go. Well, let's run it through filters, see if anything pops out. Aha, we start to see something now. See, looks like that's the edge of it, and that's the black bit, where it's painted, right? Black and white.
Yep.
Could that be it, or are we looking through it? And this stuff on the outside just might be just random noise, you see, because it's everywhere. It's all over the picture, or the slide, I should say. And that looks like it might be the round bit where it's separated from, or some catches of some kind. Let's see, keep playing around with it. See, it looks like a nice silver color there, see? There we go. It could be the background behind it, actually. That one might be better. So it looks to me like it's a ring with some snap-on bits on the side here, actually, not a... I thought it was going around there at first, but that one sort of brings it out. That one definitely looks like a better UFO object, if anything, than that stupid grainy picture they had. They should use my stuff. But yeah, does that look like the outside of the tank with some clip-ons coming down? So that's what we're looking for. See, that one doesn't even look silver compared to my one. That looks so much better. Actually, we'll just zoom in on it. So there we go. We start to see the pixels now. I wonder if we can darken it now. Let's see, black and whiteness. There we go. So it definitely looks like it's constant background here. So these definitely look like some bits hanging down. We can't see, you can see some little black holes here of some kind. Definitely looks like the connection ring that we're looking at, I think, that joins the two stages together. But yeah, we just want to see if we can get a better image of it. So it looks like it was that ring up here. What we got here. So I thought it might be like this here with the blackness. And we're only seeing like the square pattern, you know, how they got it sort of checkered one side. That's what I thought. That's what I thought at first when I did the first enhancement. But as you can see, it was actually not. So it looks like little bits that hang down, it clips on. But yeah, we're still yet to see what we're looking for. See how they got little bits here?
Yeah.
The bits that clip on onto the second ring that goes around the motor here, which then clips onto the other stage. See, that's a chip pattern here that I was thinking of, that we saw the white bits either side of a chicken pattern happening, but I don't think so now. Who would have thought to be so hard to find? I photograph close up that segment. See, even that drawing's rubbish, isn't it? But that's the sort of thing we're after. Side view. That's getting closer to it. There's a ring bit here. But we're looking at this one going around here, is it?
Well, it's showing 3 stages right there.
Where? Not really. We want to see it separated out, you know, so that little ring is separate. See, we can't see it separated, you know.
Well, I hate to do it, my friend, but I'm
you gotta go already. Yeah, I gotta wrap up actually in 8 minutes. But yeah, I was trying to find that ring. Maybe we can look for it for next time, bring it up next time. Oh, here we go. Here's a ring. This is what I'm thinking of. See how it breaks away as the boosters fire? It's a little ring that connects to each of the stages. Do you see that? Yeah, it's further away there. Look, there you go. There's the ring. That's what we're after. There's the stage ring that's dropping away. That's how they filmed it. And what we saw on the photograph was actually the booster rockets from another angle, whereas the original photograph. See, that's the booster rockets as it's falling away. Or falling away at a greater distance than what we're seeing here, see?
Those are control jets on the side. So
yeah. But I think, can we see the little bits hanging down though?
The little 2 jets.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much solved there. That's what we look. That's what we're looking at. Anyway, we're going to wrap down now, and thanks for joining us. Looks like people just joined us last of all. Unfortunately, I'm pretty beat too, and I was going to do some MUFON cases, but we'll leave that for another live stream. What's the next one? Sunday, Wednesday, or be Tuesday? Probably too late for most Americans. What's it time on Tuesday? Your time there, John? Midnight, isn't it?
Midnight Mountain Standard.
Yeah. So I do that one so UK people can join us in their morning to lunchtime. If they're around or off work or whatever, but we may change that Wednesday time to another time. We'll see how it goes. Depends how popular the live streams go. So yeah, and then after that, Friday's the best time for Americans because that's at 1 p.m. lunchtime my time, which will be 4 p.m.
5 p.m. 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
5 p.m. MST time and 4 p.m. California time. So we normally go on for 3 or 4 hours there. So you can drop on anytime. So just going to round it off here, guys. Do the end credits and let John go. So you can drop off and say goodbye if you want, John, and I'll just meet you.
All right. right. Take care, guys. I'll see you on Tuesday night, my time.
Okay. See you, John. Have a good sleep. Okay. So we just cue my end credits, and thanks for joining us. And do like and share. Oh, that's not the one. Oh, we missed Vern. Hello, Vern. Good night.